I hear them sing. Their chants, they ache me, but they won't take me. There's no relief, no way out of grief. The sirens are playing games with the banshee. Organisms have failed. Organisms have cried. Most of the bemothered organisms have died. Silhouettes are the only things left. We have outrun one another. It was a big theft. Have cut all the trees, have cracked all the shells, have drained all the streams by swallowing the wells. I lay in darkness now, there is no sun. I lay here in my cave, no dusk, no dawn. The only thing regrowing outside here is my liver. The sirens, they eat it daily. I shiver. I have lost the beloved and the hated. Stay with me. I cannot bear to see you bleed, with your blood running against the streams. Stay with me. I cannot bear to see you bleed. Stay with me. I cannot bear to see you bleed, with your blood running against the stream. Stay with me. I cannot bear to see you bleed, with your blood running against the stream. Stay with me, stay. I lay in darkness now, there is no sun. I lay here in my cave, no dusk, no dawn. The only thing regrowing outside here is my liver. The sirens, they eat it daily. I shiver. When I am laid, I'm laid in earth. May my wrongs create no trouble, no trouble in thy breast. When I am laid, I'm laid in earth. May my wrongs create no trouble in thy breast. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me. But forget my fate. Remember me. Remember me, water. Wash away my tears when I will have died. Preserve my footprint when I will have died. Remember my scent when I will have died. Forgive me, for I have lied. I was not strong enough to face the truth in 3 dimensions. May your roots embrace me and drag me into your soil. May you take me down your mortal coil. Let's be united together. Mother, tie me up against these rocks. Tie me up against these rocks. On the floating, shipless oceans, I did all my best to smile till your singing eyes and fingers drew me loving down your aisle.
Hello everybody, your favorite performance artist back with a new video. I call this one, You Are Not Your Feelings. Take a look. Hello, dear viewers. I have another video for you. I call it Pollination. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time.
Hello everybody, I'm back with another video performance. It's called Circa 10%. Enjoy! Hello and welcome back. I have another video for you, and this one is actually one of my favorites. I call it How Are Things? Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.
Hello, dear friends. I'm back with another video for you. The title of this one is Line and Circle. I really hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for watching.
I have another video performance in store for you. This one is called Things Are Very Unfair Most of the Time. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.
you get the inside eye. You wanna kill my echo. I sure love. I know she can't die. I have time. I could do so many things. It's a miracle how lost I could get.
On my way home, I went instead. I bought a hat to wear on my head. I put under my bed. I would like a massage. The guys were making a radio show. They were saying it was about life. The Danish pastries and water to go. I would like a massage. I read that I am a million small particles, and every cell in my body has a sense of sex. I would like to feel close and how all the cells rub against each other. I found a vase. I could put many flowers in it. If I was a rose, I'd die in it. I would like a massage.
You can
It's a miracle. How lost I could get. Sitting on this beautiful glass couch, it's just me and my reflection, repeating what I say. Mirror my gesture, it's nice cause I know I exist. You get the insane eye. You wanna kill my echo. I sure love. I know she can't die. I have time. I could do so many things. It's a miracle. How lost I could get.
On my way home, I went out instead. I bought a hat to wear on my head. I put it in a box under my bed. I would like a massage. Two guys were making a radio show. They were saying it was about life. The Danish pastries and water to go. I would like a massage. I read that I am a million small particles, and every cell in my body has a sense of sex. I would like to feel all the million small particles and how all the cells rub against each other. I found a vase on the internet. I could put many flowers in it. If I was a rose, I'd die in it. I would like a massage.
You like weak and milkshakes. I'm counting my heart rates. You You're getting your nails done. I'm chilling in the sun. Your boyfriend is alright. I have practiced tonight. I feel like I know you, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know you, I feel like I know you. My brothers are quite smart. They stay still in his heart. I hurry to my room. You try a new perfume.
If I was alone, fright would be a fresh feeling. I travel through a small door. I travel with my feet and fingers. There's too much of everything. There's too much of everything. There's too much of everything. I get a reward for each mistake. The city is a big ocean, millions of parts float up and down. The store where I work was nearby. Then a current took it downtown. You take your woolly hat, tap your wand and say let's play outside. It doesn't work like that. Outside has no hat. There's too much of everything. There's too much of everything. There's too much of everything. I get a reward for each mistake. These are my hands. Did you know that when I stand upright, my hands can reach all the way to the ground? Pretty impressive, right? It's true. And I never have to put my back in a weird position. It's like a superpower. Really cool. But I am a professional. My hands do everything for me. But once you start working this job, you never really stop it. It takes over a little part of your brain. The job is all in your head. The hands work for the brain. The technique is to constantly scan your surroundings. When you are on the job and see something that doesn't belong, hands need to pick it up and remove it. It is the job. This creates a constant flickering, trying to spot things that shouldn't be there. It never ever stops. Your upper eyelid automatically starts to twitch. You have to do something. So you pick it up. Fix it. Fix me. Put it in the trash or pocket. Scanning never stops. Even if you're not in the mood and you just want to go home. This begins to be complicated when hands are not working, not getting paid, and supposed to be relaxing. But the brain doesn't stop scanning. It is simply impossible to stop scanning. Imperfections everywhere in me. I try to stop myself, but I can't. All I wanna do is fix things, remove things, take them up. Psst, psst. Hey, you. Can I tell you a secret? Sometimes when I am not on the job, but scanning anyways, I look around, and if no one is around me,
stumbled upon this strange thing the other day. It's to play with. You use it like this. Look. Pretty fun, right? You can also sit on it and swing. Isn't it a great invention? I wish I had someone to play with me though. If only I had somebody. Someone I could see myself in. Like looking in a mirror. But it's not you in the mirror. It's someone else. The big LOVE. I've heard about people who make other people together. Can you believe it? I am a very creative person. I could create another. I've heard there's a place. I wanted to go. It's supposed to be peaceful there. Shh, baby, shh. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. I love you, baby. I love you too, other baby. I've been wondering, what do people do when they are so much in love? The other day, my baby asked me, "Do you want to make home with me, baby?" And I said, well, people say that home is where the heart is. But where is the heart? Lately, I've been looking at the giant ships. Look, look. Do you see its potential? It would be really cool to see a floor plan. To me, this house is perfect. In this house, there are no windows, which means that there is nothing molding inside of it. Isn't that delightful? The house, it purges itself of all things, including anything that gets left behind. No objects have ever been found here.
and welcome to Cooking Show. So good to see you all again. Now, today, what we're gonna do is be planning a party of some sort for some number of people. And that's the exact thing that I'm here to teach you today. It doesn't matter how few people are coming to your party or how many. You can just do as I say, and the party is going to be a hit. Of course, we're gonna have to start with a drink. So, because it's summertime, it's been kind of hot recently, what I really like to do to cool off on a hot August day is make a sangria. So first we're gonna start with a nice extra dry rosé. Now, this is the Albino Armani extra dry rosé, as I say, and I know that that's kind of not super typical for a sangria, but that's just how we do it in my family. Now, I do about 1.5 bottles. I find that that gets the proper ratio. Now, sometimes these bottles can be a bit tricky to open, but just persevere. Now we're gonna open up 2 bottles, just like this. And it's really good to prep these ahead of time so that your guests, when they come, don't have to see you struggling with a ungainly sparkling wine bottle. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Now we're just gonna pop the top here. Ah, look at that. Nice and carbonated. We just pour it into our jug. Oh, and look at the foam on that, and what a beautiful pale pink color. I would say this pink also would make a really nice color for, say, a baby room, a bridesmaid's dress. It's kind of just a universal rose. All right, and we're gonna do 1/2 of the other bottle. Yeah, that's about 1/2. And we'll just put this aside. And now what we have is a couple of secret ingredients. Now, this will it will elevate your store-bought rosé into a sangria. We had a dash of Underberg, which I got in my travels to Germany. Just a drop will do. And then the final touch is a nice dollop of fruit. So I have a couple of fruits here. I have an orange. We just add that in. Nice citrusy lemon. Add that in. This red thing, I don't know, I saw it at the farmer's market. You can add whatever you like. I usually throw in a couple of bananas for good measure. And, well, I really like oranges, so those go in too. Now what we're gonna do is give it a nice swirl, mix all of those elements in, and there you have it. A delicious summer wine. I would say that this size would serve about 3 to 4 guests. And what do we do with the rest of the rosé? Here. You can have it. So, planning a party seems like a very daunting task, but with a glass of rosé sangria in your hand and me by your side, we are going to plan this party from start to finish. So, my family loves to throw parties for every sort of occasion. Could we have some music? Thank you. Birthday parties, graduation parties, bridal showers, baby showers, you know, summer parties, winter parties, fall parties, spring parties. We love them all. And you know, I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and it can be difficult to entertain for children, I would say. But I think the key to throwing a good party is to just make sure that the stress of all those children running around doesn't affect you. Now, again, it can be very helpful to have a glass of rosé sangria by your side. I'll usually have 3 or 4 over the course of planning a party. But how to deal with the stress? I would say, other than this, it can be really excellent to move on to cooking. Now, cooking is the thing that gives me the most joy in my life. And I'm going to show you some tricks and tips to combine both cooking and stress relief. That's enough. We're going to move on to the next segment. What I like to do is a soft-boiled egg meditation. What is that, you might ask? Well, it combines my 2 loves, calmness and eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an egg, and this is a symbolic egg, but we're really just going to focus on what this egg means. Now imagine you're in your kitchen. There's a pot of water on the stove, and it's heating up. You can see the bubbles. Now close your eyes, close your eyes. In your mind's eye, you can see the bubbles beginning to form on the bottom of the pot. They come up, and the water is just about to boil. And now is the exact moment when you drop 2 to 3 eggs into the pot. Consider the egg. It has a hard outer shell. It has a soft inside. Doesn't that sound a lot like you, my viewer? It's okay to be tender. It's okay to be fragile. It's okay to be breakable. Now, you're going to want to let the egg boil for 6.5 minutes. No more, no less. And then, when the egg is done, it will rise to the surface, ready to be broken apart, offering itself to the guests. And what that can look like in terms of a party is a nice plate of fried eggs. Now, we really love in a party to have these as kind of this appetizer. You can see the way that the eggs have set, just so. Yeah, get a nice close-up on this. The yolks are still kind of tender, but just a bit fragile. Now these can be scaled up and down. You can make enough eggs for 2 to 3 people. You can make enough eggs for a party of 60. I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen it done myself. But enough about eggs. You know, I think that I am probably the one person in my family that has quite a touch for design. I just have this eye, I would say, and I really do love doing these little crafty things, that kind of little touches of elegance, and these things can come to light most clearly when I'm planning parties. Now, I once was planning this pretty spectacular party, I would say. It was about a year ago. Well, it was 10 months ago, and it was going to be this beautiful wedding, this fall wedding, kind of the colors of the trees, the leaves changing from green into red and orange and yellow. And the centerpieces on the table were going to match. Oh yes, and I would say the groom was so handsome, and the bride, well, sometimes a person's talents might not be appreciated to their fullest, and not every guy can see that, not every groom can see that, and maybe it made sense at the time to kind of postpone the wedding, and even though the deposits had been made on the venue, and I had picked out all of the color schemes for the centerpieces, and the bridesmaids' dresses were just, gorgeous, and it was a non-refundable deposit, but I don't want to dwell on what's been done, but I spent a lot of time on this party, on planning what was going to be this beautiful celebration of love. You can stop now. Thank you. Thank you. Here's the thing. There's many different types of love. Of course, there's the love that a parent gives their child. There's the love that friends share between one another. There's the love that two people who promised each other that they would be together until the end of time. Maybe it wasn't official yet. But there's also this thing. There's this healthy love and unhealthy love, and I just wonder if the warning signs were there, and I just didn't notice them. You know what I mean? And it's like, everybody else told me that he was great, and the ego has a different way of attributing circumstances and I thought that I had things all figured out. I thought that we had things all figured out, and I just You know, I just don't know how much more I can try. I don't know how much more I can do. And, you know, it can be really hard. And I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way. Even though he made it pretty clear that he had never encountered somebody who acted the way that I might act. It's... hold on, You know, if anybody's listening who might need this kind of advice, well, I don't know why you'd take advice from a person like me about love. It's very difficult, you know. It's very difficult to live alone when I thought that I was gonna have something with a person who had promised that we would be together forever. But maybe that's neither here nor there. You know, I don't know what else I can do at this point, and I tried my hardest. I tried to be strong and also vulnerable, and I don't know what more you wanted from me. It's just... Is that... Hello? Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes. No, I understand, but look, I'm sorry, but this is, you know, this is part of the... I'm trying to explain that Yes, yes, I'm sorry, I understand, Yes. No, you're right. If you think that that's for the best, then yes. Hello? Can I get a cigarette? Yes. Lit, please. Anyways. So, you can't have a party without a cake at the very end. So, let's get to making the best cake I think your guests will have ever had in their life. All right, first you're gonna need to start with a pan. Now let's measure this out. Yeah, this one is about 10.5 by 6.5, very standard size. You can see it's a nice non-stick pan, and this will do really great. You don't have to grease it or anything. The cake will just come right out. And now this is a little trick that my grandmother taught me. What you want to do is you go to the store and buy any sort of cream-filled cakes. Now you guys are gonna like this one. And we're just gonna open up the bag. I like these vanilla ones. Some people like chocolate, but you know, that's your taste, not mine. And then what we're gonna wanna do is just snip it open and kind of squeeze out the cream into the pan. All right? And we'll just do that one by one. Until we've gotten them all in there. And some of the cake will come with it. Just pack that down nice and tight. And I promise you, when your guests try this, they're not gonna believe that you didn't make this from scratch, from Grandma's recipe. And then we just kind of four or five will do it in a pan this size. We'll put this away. And then throw this away. Do you see how this is? Yeah, now it looks a little uneven now, but I promise you that after this is done in the oven, it'll bake up nice and golden. So we're just gonna put this in the oven, preheated of course to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we'll check back in about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. Okay. You know, I think no one really told you that it's increasingly more and more difficult to make friends as you get older. You know, when you're younger, you go to school and you've got this kind of group that you've grown up with. But then when you become an adult, things change. You go to work and you spend pretty much all of your waking hours with the same group of people. And they're essentially paid to be nice to you. Your coworkers, I'm sad to announce, are not your friends. Your bosses, I'm sad to say, are not your friends. And it's like, what do we even have in common with our friends that we had as children anyways? And I mean, you know, I'd say fans of the show would agree that they all love me. I have hundreds of thousands of viewers who watch me every week who know or think they know these details about my life. but I would hazard a guess that they don't actually know a thing about me. Sometimes people can just be so irritating. And it really just makes you want to tell them what you really think. Could you stop this? I'm trying to deliver a show here. I'm telling you that what I've learned throughout the years, I've been dedicating years and years of my life to being an object for you people on the TV watching me, and the drinks don't help. Could you please stop? I'm trying to talk here. And it's like, does anybody have any professionalism anymore? That's enough! It's time to see how our beautiful cake turned out. It's been 25 to 30 minutes, and ta-da, the big reveal. This cake will shock and awe your guests. They'll say, "You didn't make that yourself," and you'll say, "Yes, I did." Remember, always, to photograph what you do for social media, get a couple of angles. You can follow me on Instagram. Send me a message on Twitter. I love interacting with you guys, my fans. But as we know, no cake is complete without a topping. So that's what we're going to do today. What I like to do is top a decadent, beautiful, luscious cake like this with a nice, fresh dollop of whipped cream. Now, I like to get a nice, heavy whipping cream from my local farmer and make sure that it's chilled, or else it won't whip. Believe me, I've made that mistake before. So you can see it's nice and thick and creamy, so delicious. And my grandma always taught me not to use a machine, but to whip by hand. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, make sure you get this action in here. Thank you. It's important to have your bowl chilled as well. It'll make the whipping go quick as lightning. Now, this seems like it'll take a long time, but I promise you, it's worth it. And if your hand gets tired, you can always switch to your other hand. And see how frothy this is getting. And don't be afraid to make a little bit of a mess, because what is life but a little messy? Just go really hard on this whipped cream. I promise you, it can take it. Oh. It'll whip. It'll whip if it's the last thing I do.